Hello, 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 hello. Almost Merry Christmas. How are you? It helps if you unmute the microphone, which I always do because you never know what I'm going to say when I'm up here rewiring and stuff like that. How y'all doing on this Christmas Eve? It's a beautiful, rainy night in the Smoky Mountains. Yes, it is. But with the promise of some snow. That is true. And I'm sure after it's right now about 3 o'clock, I'm sure after 5 o'clock, we're going to start seeing some snow here. And I can't wait. Oh, wouldn't that be great? A white Christmas. And I know a lot of you are going to be getting some snow for Christmas. What a way to wake up or even go to bed with a white Christmas, a blanket of snow on everything. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, I can't wait to get up tomorrow morning and go out and do some stuff. Plan to. I'm going to have a lot of fun. So I hope everyone is prepared for Christmas. I did notice I was out and about shopping, and a lot of the stores shut down early today. I was in Sevierville. I was in Wares Valley. I went up to Gatlinburg. Where else did I go? Those are the three places I went, but I went around a lot of different places. The one place that I absolutely had to get out of really quick was Walmart. Unbelievable. It was so packed. DC Vlogs, LSU. Go Tigers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Thanks for joining us today. This was just, I was working around with some more wiring and doing some more stuff. And I said, well, it is Christmas Eve. Why don't I go on for a little bit? Because I planned on doing later on tonight, I planned on doing another broadcast with Marie because she has no idea what I'm up to. She has no idea where I hide her gifts and stuff like that. And I have to put them down in the dungeon. And she doesn't go down there because we have a basement down there. I call it the dungeon. Excuse me. And wait a minute. It's going to be snowing in Mississippi. Wow. DC in Mississippi getting some snow. What are they calling for? And yes, you're going to have a great Merry Christmas. I think we all will. We need this break. We absolutely need a break from the craziness, the lunacy that's going on in our country right now. And in fact, today I deliberately didn't put on any news. I didn't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it because literally I pried the TV off the mantle of the fireplace. I don't know how many times, ready to throw it out over the deck because I've had it. It's making me crazy. Brad Lucas, how are you? Snow in Ohio, but only a couple of inches later. Now, are you going to get snow right through the night? Because ours is just going to begin shortly. It's raining a lot right now. I don't know if you can hear it over the microphone, but it's been raining since last night. And then I check the weather quite often. And they said we're supposed to, up here in the mountains, get some snow. So I can't wait. I love a snowy Christmas. It just makes you feel really good. DC says it's in Madison, close to Jackson, Mississippi. So I think a lot of us. I talked to my sister in Florida before, and it's one of the coldest days they've had. For the next day, possibly two, in over 20 years. So it's right across the country. Annette from Wisconsin, how are you, dear? How are you? Always good to see all. Like I said, I just jumped on to just see if some stuff works and checking some wiring and things like that. David Buford, how are you? Good afternoon from Georgia. I will agree. He'll agree with you about the TV. The world is so discouraging. Yes, it is. And and I know all of you I believe most of you are sane and you have your head screwed on right. Something's wrong. Something is terribly wrong and nobody is doing anything about it. And I don't know what to do. I don't have the answers. It's frustrating for me because right is right, wrong is wrong, and there shouldn't be any gray area. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's what I was taught all my life. I'm sure that's what you were taught all along. Tony Truman, hey guys, how are you? Good to see you, Tony. And John Henson, hey everyone from Alabama. I got some really cool pics the other day from Street Rodder Willie and Charlie. Uh, I practice even his name. Um, oh, I can't remember his name, Volet. Charlie, you know what it is. I couldn't get your pictures, Charlie. It appeared you tried to send them, but Street Router Willie's came right through, so I don't know what you're hitting, but I'm waiting for your pictures. I love them. I love when you guys send me stuff to look at. Some really cool rods, too. I'm going to share them if I get permission from you guys. If you get permission, then I'll put them on and I'll share the rods with you guys. I try not to do anything that I'm not supposed to do. So, John, how you doing today? Tony, David, Brad, everything cool? Did you see my latest video on the Philly steak and cheese? That's good stuff, man. I couldn't wait to eat that. It smelled so good. And I was so hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I think I had a cup of coffee, and I was going to eat a muffin, but I never did. So when I started cooking, it's like, I gotta have some of this, and I did. Really easy, a super easy sandwich to make. And it takes 15 minutes. If I didn't stop to do some editing, it would have been 15 instead of 17 minutes. DJI cheese. Yes, I love cheese. And I always put extra cheese on. Some people don't like a lot of cheese, but it's kind of when you make those sandwiches, they're up to you. It's one of those things that you created. It's your canvas. You painted the way you want. But I was working on, and I want to see if this works. So bear with me. I'm going to do something, and I want to make sure that it does what I've been planning it to do. Let's see. Let's go over to here. Bam. It'll clear up in a second. It's got to find its head. See that? Isn't that cool? Those are Marie's gifts. She doesn't know about them. I had them hidden. And she has no idea. I think there's 11 or 12. I didn't count. I just put them in the bags. I didn't do any wrapping this year. I just didn't. And I even bought wrapping paper. I think it's over there behind the computer. I just didn't want to do the wrapping thing. So I get the bags. They're so much cheaper. You go to Dollar Tree and you get all this variety from the smallest bag to the biggest. And that wasn't even the biggest bag that you see over there. They had even a bigger one. Literally, you could put a Toyota in it. It was great. Brad, you bought the ingredients this morning. And DJI, I love the cheese. Cheese don't love me. Yeah, that's the complaint with a lot of people. I don't have that complaint. Thank God. You see yours? Which one is it? The one with the fancy negligee? Nathan? The negligee? The see-through negligee? I got her I even gave her a gift this morning. I'd ordered, she likes earring. Well, she's a girly girl. Girly girls like girly girl things. So I had ordered some Tanzanite earrings. She likes Tanzanite. And she has this ability to lose earrings. Girls, do you have this? Brad, does Stephanie lose earrings? Does she wear earrings? Does she lose them all the time? I can't tell you how many earrings she has lost one to. And she always says, boy, I was glad you owned a jewelry store, because I did for several years. And I'd buy this stuff all the time. I'd go to the shows. I'd go to North Carolina. There was some in Florida, these shows where you buy your jewelry and all your other things. And I would just stock up on this stuff and give her some, because I had enough. And she liked Tanzanite. And she just loses them all the time. She loses the peridot. She loses the onyx, the smoky quartz. She loses. There's always one. So I told her, we'll just chop off one of your ears, and then you'll double your collection of earrings. She didn't find the humor in that. Not at all. Can we see your pretty face again? Sure. Goodness gracious. It's right there. Wait a minute. It's just a quick switch, and voila. There it is. I've been meaning to do this for a month now, and I forgot. The camera's right over there. And I just didn't hook it up, and I didn't set it and stuff. I go, what a bozo I am sometimes. But I digress. Everything is good. It's raining hard, so I'm assuming that when the temperature does drop, and it is starting to get cooler out, I just fed the birds before the heavy rain came, and it was dropping. And I think it's going to be, it's not snowing yet. I'm looking out the window. It's not snowing yet, but I think it's going to be a pretty good snow. Can't wait. I got my cameras loaded. I've got everything. I got 2 new 128 SanDiscs, mini little things, jobby daubers there, SD cards, and I'm ready to go out, brand new. Put them in both cameras, and I'm heading on out. I already got my Christmas gifts because she doesn't know what to get me, and I'm hard to get things for because I don't want anything really. I mean, usually Christmas is like, I don't really need anything, and I don't need anything. If I want pants, I'll go out and buy pants. If I need shoes, I go out and buy my shoes and stuff like that. But I told her, I gave her a list of the books I wanted. I know it sounds boring, but it's what I do. And I said, here's the list of the collector books I want. These are collector books, they're rare and all that. I said, see if you can find a couple of them. You know, I would be appreciative of that. I'd be very happy about that. So we went out yesterday, and if you look at that video, the one that we took on Old Mill Street, there's that store, the long story of it. I think the long and the short of it. And he's got some really nice collector books in there. And I featured that in the video in some places. If you see, I framed up to a couple of those collector books, and they're a bit pricey, but I said, all right, I'll come back to Christmas. You'll probably have a sale like everybody else. You'll drop it 30-40%. Well, she proceeded to order 25 of those books. That was a surprise. So I have 25 new books, all nice ones. Nice ones. So I'm looking forward to it. And that was my Christmas present. That's all I really wanted. She thought I wanted some shirts and stuff. I said, honey, I got enough shirts. I don't look how I dress. I wear t-shirts and sweatshirts. This is it. And jeans and socks and sneakers. That's what I do. I don't dress up much. Those days are over. When I worked in New York, I had to wear a 3-piece suit or a regular suit. I'll never wear a suit again. Not even to my funeral will I wear a suit. I told her, jeans, t-shirt, or a sweatshirt. If it's cold, wrap me up good in a sweatshirt, and that's it. Toss me in the oven, because I don't want to go out the way I want to go the way I am, and that's me. You know, just me. I don't want fancy schmancy stuff. Nah, not at all. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Oh, I digress. I'm sorry. DJI says, hi, Larry. Larry Greenman says, hi, everyone. How's everything doing? Everything's going, and thing is here is good. I'm glad, Larry. Everything is good. Everything is good. Say hi to everybody. I lost some more viewers again. It's just, this is such a silly ride that I'm on. But I'm more concerned about my my views, and that's where it's all going to take place. And eventually, yeah, I'll get the 1,000. I don't know. It goes up and then it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. So, okay, fine. We'll play this game for a while. Eventually, you know, I'll get where I got to go. But I did, I got another video that's ready to go up, but I'm not going to do till after Christmas. I put that one up today. I forget, did I do it today? I did one. Today is what, Thursday? Yeah. I think I put another one up. I'm pretty sure. I get lost now because I did, I'm getting ready to launch my other channel. Probably didn't even tell you that. I'm launching another channel, and it's for all intents and purposes, it's ready, but I'm loading some more videos into it. So I'm double dutying right now. DJ, how's your, the car? Very good. My insurance company's really good. I can't complain. I have Farm Bureau, and no issue at all. I took it to the place where I'm going, and it's not far away. It's literally 10 minutes away, 12 minutes away. Went there, nice place. They deal in customs, and I think that Charlie and Street Rodder Willie would like this. They specialize in customizing hot rods. So they're really good. They got a killer workshop. They've got 6 bays in this big workshop, and they're working on these cars. And I was talking with the guy, and he said, we just finished the Bush's car, the Bush Beans people. One of the sons just had a hot rod done to the tune of $60,000. He had it upgraded a little bit. He had some stuff changed on it. I said, must be nice. Must be nice. Glad to hear progress. Yeah, everything is very good. They're going to redo the whole front. The whole front. $5,000 worth of work. The check is already cut and in the mail. Guy called me and he says, on its way. He says, just get with your guy and have them fix it. Your rent-a-car is ready. I got to rent. I don't know what it's going to be, but they already took care of that. So I'm just waiting for the day I got to bring it in. I can't bring it in during the holiday, so I got to wait a little bit until after this Christmas rush and probably after New Year's because they're booked. And this guy, when I went there, my goodness, there was a line of people going out of his business. He had cars lined up, people wanting to get in. They're good. Because I told my insurance company, I said, I got full coverage. The person was at fault. So I don't want to go to the Mountain Body Works place. He had suggested the guy that is the adjuster. He said, here's a list of places. Go check out. He says, but you have the right to go get your own. Well, I went to a couple of them. Wow. One of them, I actually should have taken video of, but I wasn't thinking. This was literally like going onto the movie The Wrong Turn. I had to climb up these mountain hills, and I'm talking twisty, turny, one-lane roads going up and turn here, turn there. I use the GPS, and it's telling me, make a left here, make a left there, watch out for the cow, watch out for the drunk and the still over there. And I pull into this driveway, this dirt, bumpy driveway, and all of a sudden, both sides of the road, junk cars all piled up all over, the jacked up, tires missing, hoods open. And this just went on for a couple of 100 yards. And then it opened up to this 2-door bay garage where these guys wearing greasy overalls were butchering a car and trying to put it back together. And I go, this guy wanted me to go here to get my car fixed? I said, there's no way. No way. And I was looking briefly at what they were doing, and they were banging the crap out of it, trying to make things fit. Come on, Skeeter, you can get this in there. You can get it kicking. And I'm going, no. So I backed up slowly, turned around and left. And I went back to my original place where I'm going, and I'm very happy. So I just figured I'd, so the car is still, it's still drivable. It doesn't look good, but it is what it is. At least it runs, and it's fine. Some things are dragging. There are some things dragging as I'm going down the street, and I'm not kidding. As you go down the street, if I go over a little bump, and the guy goes, don't worry, we're going to replace the whole front. All that's coming off. That whole thing is coming off. He has to order them all. So, okay, as long as, and I think a couple of things are missing because there was a lot more things dragging a couple of days ago, and I don't hear quite the stuff dragging anymore, but there's still some dragging. Good. I got traded in. I'm already looking at a new car. I've already got leads on at least 4 or 5 cars, and may have to drive to go get it, but I know she would like to take a nice long drive. I'm looking forward to it. I want another Legacy. I love the car very much. I told Brad, I thought about the Outback. It's not for me. I really took another look at it too. Brad, I did. I took another look at it. I mean, the inside's nice. Everything is nice, but it's so not me. I don't have a family, so I don't have to worry about the space. I'm more interested in the comfort. And I'm really very much steering towards the Legacy Sport 3.6. That's the 6-cylinder engine. Sub-dealer in Alcoa, I think. Yeah, there's also one, Knoxville, Alcoa. Where was the third one? Oh, there's one in Asheville and one in Nashville. I don't want to go all the way to Nashville, too long of a drive. Asheville, I don't mind doing. It's a couple hours away. And Alcoa is actually closer than Knoxville to me. I'm actually, if I take 321 to 129, I'm right at Alcoa by the airport. Or I can go into Knoxville there as well. And I'm sure in Maryville there might be one. Don't know for sure. But there's several to choose from. So I've been looking them up and just kind of putting together, on Airport Drive. Exactly. You're right. Very close. Very, very close. I love that car. We got out of the mud. Yes. You were right there, DG. We were sunk in the mud. Brad. When Nathan was up, we went in this mud thing, and he goes, "Uh-oh, we're stuck." Oh, no, we're not. I just put that thing into manual because the Subarus have the manual or the automatic transmission. You just click it over, and I dropped that thing in low and just let it sit for a second, and then just barely hit the gas, and it just walked itself out. Right, that's how it does it in the snow too. I'm very happy about that. Brad said, we had our Hyundai fixed in Alcoa once when our AC failed while on vacation. Oh, nothing worse than having the AC fail. Nothing. Nothing. I hate when that type of stuff happens. I've had no problem with the Subaru. Zero problem, except for that crazy girl hitting me in the front. Zero problems with it. Thank you, Nathan. You were impressed. Yeah, I don't panic, and I know the car is good, and I've been in situations with that car before. And you take your time. You don't bury yourself further. You drop it in low and let the low gear just walk you out. It really, and it does the job. So I highly recommend if anybody's moving up to the mountains and you're going to be anywhere near snow or mud and that type of stuff, check out the Subarus. Just check it out. I'm not telling you to buy it. Just take a drive, see what it's like. It's different. It's different. So I looked at the Sport. I think I'm convinced. Marie loves it. She likes the Sport. I like all the goodies and stuff in there, and I like the 6-cylinder engine. The Boxer is the 4-cylinder, the 2.5, but this one's 3.6. And I think I may go into the 6. We'll see. We'll see. They offer it in the 4-cylinder or the 6-cylinder, but the price difference was very little, and the 6-cylinder comes highly recommended. So we'll see what happens. Not until after I get the car back. Then I could put it up for sale, find somebody who wants to buy it. Because it's a good car. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it'll have, that damage will be completely gone. And I just put new tires on it 4 months ago. Brand new tires, brakes, tires. What else did I do? Well, not much else. There's really nothing to do. Oh, plugs. I had plugs put in by this guy who works only on Subaru. He's in Sevierville. Well, Sevierville Kodak. It's the end of Sevierville, right at Kodak. It's right by the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And we talked, and he said, well, it doesn't hurt to change the plugs once in a while. And they have these new, not iridium ones. There's another name for them. They're even better than the iridium. I'm sorry, iridium ones. They're better than that. And I says, God, get me. I only need 4. So get me 4. The Crosstrek is nicer, but it is smaller. Oh, Brad, I saw one of those cars day before yesterday, the Tribeca. I saw one. I go, oh, that's what Brad talked about. That's what Brad was, the Tribeca. It looks a lot like a Forester / Outback, and I didn't know that. I had never seen one before, so thank you for sharing that with me. I go, that's it. It's right there. And it was brownish cream brown. It looked nice. Subaru, except, the new ones, the sport ones are really sporty. But for the most part, Subaru is a utilitarian car. It's going to get you from point A to point B, and it's going to get you there safely, economically. And that you can trust when you turn the key, it's going to start, Better than bad. Merry Christmas, everybody. Who's doing better than bad? Somebody stole one of my lines, better than bad, because people ask me that all the time. How you doing? I'm better than bad. Who is better than bad? And of course it doesn't say, right? That's who is better than bad? Somebody must know me real well. We'll find out. I only have seen less than 10 here. Well, that's my first, Brad. That is my first. And I'd looked around. I see the Crosstrek around, not that often, but I do see them, and it's a neat looking car. The Impreza, they also have the Impreza. It's a scaled down version of the Legacy / Forester and stuff. It's the scaled. Better than bad. Nice. Yeah, somebody's hacked in. Well, then maybe it's the person. Nathan is probably the person who's hacking into me. I lost 2 more or 3 more today. I don't know what the deal is. Nathan, find out what the deal is. Find out. It's so irritating, but it's like childish to me. It's like having It's like having a 5 or 6 year old irritating your old tongue again. Dandy, 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 dandy. It's like, we'll see what happens. Brad, some of them had electric issues. I didn't know that. And the model didn't sell well. So they asked, oh, so that's why they got rid. Well, the styling was when everybody was going sleek, and Subaru was kind of last in the market of going sleek because, I think they really held on to an old vision for too long because now that they've changed everything and now the Outback has gotten a lot more slim and streamlined, people are buying them left and right because they are darn good cars. And people are starting to realize, man, if I'm going to dump 30,000-40,000 into a car, it better last. I don't want the thing at 60,000 miles, the transmission drops out of it, like when you buy some of these other cars. Let me do whatever makes you feel good, Nathan. Find out who's getting into my system, and please do something if you could, because I'm tired of. I put these videos together with the intention of, one, entertaining you, and two, getting to my goal. And when I fall back behind my goal, it's like, should I be slowing down? Should I not be doing this? And of course, the real me says, no, you keep doing it because you're having fun doing it, and I'm enjoying it. So yes, I am enjoying it. So no, I won't give up. And the ultimate goal, of course, after 1,000, it's not the number of subscribers, it's the amount of watch time you have, how many watch minutes you have. So after that, it's just logging all those minutes in, and that's where the reward comes in. So that's what I'll be doing. But we'll see what Nathan comes up. Let me again. Nathan is good at this, so I trust him that he's going to do the right thing for me, and not don't do me any damage. Don't do anything. You know what I mean? Goodness gracious. I'm assuming it's a kid. I'm assuming some immature little child who has nothing more to do. And I've seen some of these kids. They blow my mind, that the stuff they know. Brad, I'm sure you know about that too. I mean, you're a lot younger, but the younger generation is so savvy on this stuff. And they could destroy, anything they want if they're allowed to. And I got a real issue with that, because too much power in immature hands could cause a lot of problems. Larry Greenman, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Larry. And also the 88.3%, I checked my analytics, 88.3% of the people that watch this channel do not subscribe to this channel. And I don't understand why. I don't understand. If you're watching it, you must enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, well, come on, do us a favor. Hey, do me a solid, man. Subscribe. Okay? Marie gets all depressed. I go, what are you getting depressed about? It's not costing us any money. I'm having a ball shooting these videos. So, okay. All right. Even if I never make 1,000, I'll still play around with the videos. I'm still going to do it because it's what I've always done. It's just a new toy for me. And like I've said before, if I get bored, I just won't do it in that direction anymore. I'll just do what I want to do. I'm not making a living from it. Comments vanishing and view counts altered. Is this on yours or mine? Because I don't know. Brad, is it comments vanishing and view counts altered? It sounds like me. Annette from Wisconsin, they should subscribe. Yeah, I agree in that. I don't understand. Why would 88.3% of people not subscribe to this channel? It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Subscribing does not cost anything, and it doesn't take up any space on your phone or your computer. But if you want to watch, well, there you go. You hit the like, the comment, and the little bell, the notification bell, and every time I load up a video, you're going to be notified. And if you like watching, it'll be like me calling up on the phone and say, hey, I got a new video out. Brad, do you have videos, by the way? Do you do videos? I didn't notice any. If you're doing them now, I'll check them out. But comments vanishing and view counts. Nah, I didn't think so. You don't seem like the type. you're very laid back, and I don't see you in the spotlight. I don't think that's your thing. I just enjoy doing it. But it's literally like somebody's poking you in the eye when they do stupid stuff, and it's like, what do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? Can you tell me, bro? What do they get out of this nonsense? Silliness indeed. But I think Marie's going to be really, really, really excited with all of her gifts, and depending on the mood she's in, but she's always in a good mood. Marie is just so laid back, Oh, she had found out her mother has COVID. She had called up her mother to wish her a Merry Christmas, and her mother just got out of the hospital. She was in there for a while, and she's got COVID, and she's home. And boy, she sounded terrible because she had her on speakerphone, and she sounded terrible. I felt so bad for her because I thought, they'd be able to talk on Christmas, do their Skypey thing or FaceTime, but no, she didn't sound good enough to be doing that. Brad saying YouTube always having some issues. Yeah, they are. In fact, I got a little notification a couple 4 days ago that they corrected the issue of losing subscribers. Maybe not. Maybe not, because I'm still losing them. I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down, I go. Okay, fine. I also thought about, Brad, what do you think of this? I also thought about, oh wait, you said something else. I was saying it's likely YouTube servers causing the issue. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I was thinking that there's the option to not show my subscribers, show the count, the subscriber count. Would that matter? Or, I don't know. I don't know. Instead of getting frustrated, I won't see it. I don't need to see it because I'm still going to pump out videos. I don't care. But it's like, okay, what do I do to stop the children from playing? And usually when you take away a child's toy, they go and bother someone else. They're actually throttling video quality right now for the most. Yeah, I guess they're getting a lot of people doing out there. Netflix doing same thing for video quality. Now, when you say throttling, I'm saying in my mind, oh, they're doing me good. Then the other side of me says, no, they're taking away the quality. And I think that can be justified. Because I think that's what you're saying. They're taking away the quality of YouTube, because I uploaded a video today and it was super high quality, 2.7. And it looks like 720 to me. And I'm going, what? This thing, it took 4.5 hours to upload. 4.5 hours to upload. I assumed it was going to be good quality. Taking away in some case. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, that's not going to be good for people that are shooting HD or 4K. Not at all. It's going to be an issue, because what will happen is the quality of videos will go down, viewership will go down, people will be less encouraged to go out and take videos, because if they're taking nature type videos or videos that have the need for high quality, and if they're coming up 720 or 480 or something, they're just going to stop. They're just going to go away. Maybe that's their intention, is maybe they're getting too big and too many people are pumping out too many videos, and maybe they're trying to weed out the weaklings. We'll see. I don't know what they're doing, because every day it's something different with them. We'll see. We shall see what we shall see. I'm actually uploading a video right now, and it's been doing it for hours. The last one was 4.5 hours. This one, I assume, is going to be about the same. And I guess I'm getting ready to launch my other channel. I'm hoping I can do it right after Christmas. My goal was to do it before Christmas. I couldn't get it done. I just couldn't get all the videos done that I want done. I have them all. I have 8 videos sitting in a can right now that need to be slightly edited and then uploaded. But if I'm pumping 4 hours plus to upload these videos, it's eating up a lot of my day. So, and that means I guess I could leave and let them do that, but I get a little paranoid about leaving the equipment unattended and not watching it. Excuse me. and not keep my eye on it, because I do. I go up and down often and check, make sure everything is good, because I've had it a couple of times where like the power blinked and it shut off, and I'm sitting there going, man, it's been about 6 hours. That thing should be done by now. The power went off. Dan the Mountain Man, he says, hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Dan. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, as always. And like I said, I'll try to be up later on tonight after Marie gets home, because I really want her. I want you to see her excitement when she opens up her gifts, because she's literally like a kid. And I had to staple everything. Now, I didn't, these last three gifts, I didn't staple them shut because she didn't see them. And the rest she didn't see, but I had to staple them shut because she would have seen them, because I got a few more shipped to me the other day. And right away, she's squeezing the bag and turning the box and shaking it. I'm going, honey, you know, I want to know. She's, I wonder what's in here, you know. So I gave her Tanzanite earrings this morning. I have another pair coming. They're from India. And the Tanzanite is a blue stone. And it's from the base of the Kilimanjaro volcano. It's the only place it's mined, and it's in South Africa. The Kilimanjaro volcano, right at the base, that's where they're mining Tanzanite. It's a really pretty stone. Maybe your wives like blue because it's a beautiful blue. It's a sapphire blue, but it's got a different iridescence to it. It's got a really pretty deepness to it, and she liked that. And that's what my ring is. I know you can't quite see it, but my ring is Tanzanite. We have matching wedding rings, Tanzanite wedding rings. And she liked that. And I said, all right, well, whatever you want, no problem. So I got those, and then she fell in love with that. I got her necklaces and earrings, and she likes Tanzanite. So that's one of the things that I got her, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. But I can't say because she listens to this, and she watches it at work. So I go to, she can't tell Marie anything. But I was very happy that she listened to what I said, and I made a brief list of the books I wanted, and she got them. She got them, all 25 of them. I didn't expect that, not at all. And there was no reason to wrap them up. I'm not a kid. I don't need that. So I've got them piled up, and I can't wait to start going through them. It's funny. One of them had a newspaper article about the guy that owned the book in it. I was just leafing through the book, and there was this newspaper article about the guy that had it. It was 1908. This particular book is 1908. And I go, oh, look at that. There's a picture of the guy that the book signed, his book, and there's an article in there, an original. It's all old. I mean, it's like if you touch it too much, it crumbles. So I left it alone. But I left it in the book because it kind of belonged there. And I go, that's really neat. It's a signed edition. And so I said, oh, this is so cool. I don't get to share that with a lot of people. But I was thankful because she went right to the ones that I wanted. And I explained to her where they are, where they were, and which one I wanted. And she did it. DJ, you also have matching glass frames. Not quite matching, but close. Marie's glasses, the ones that you see her wear, the gold ones, those are from 1896, and they're really, maybe someday I'll put them up to the camera. They're hand tooled around the lens. They're gold glasses. They're 14 karat gold. That's why I buy them, because they're sturdy, they're gold, and they're made to last. Those glasses from that era, they built them to last. It's not like going to iSpecs or something like that, where you buy a new plastic pair of glasses every couple of months. These were meant when people bought glasses to last a lifetime for the most part. So I got them for her because she's very rough on glasses. I got her plastic glasses years ago, and they didn't last at all. She sat on them, lost them, broke them. She's rough on them. So I said, let me get because I've always had old glasses. I've always bought antique glasses. And I said, man, I'm not that rough on them, but they last forever. So I went online, I measured her head, and you got to measure from temple to temple across the bridge of the nose. And I did, and I ordered a couple of pairs, and actually she's got two more that I haven't got lenses in yet. She wants sunglasses, and she wants a pair of reading glasses, so I got to get the lenses put in on them. And they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're well made. They're solid, and mine too. Mine, I don't know where they are. I should have had them on. The lighter pair that you see, they're from 1936. Those are from 1936. The bigger round ones that you see are from 1934. And they're all hand tooled. You don't get to see them, but around the rim, they're beautifully tooled. And they're very durable. I mean, I'm not the roughest on them, but I'm not dainty with them either. They last. They just are well made. And why not? If I'm going to spend good money on a pair of glasses, I want them to last. I always get glass. I don't get plastic. Plastic scratches. And plastic is more expensive than glass, which I couldn't quite understand because plastic is cheap to make. Glass, they have to grind. But I always get glass because it just lasts longer. And I don't scratch my glasses. DJI says I'm rough on my glasses too. Yeah, a lot of people are. You forget you have them. Sometimes you do stupid stuff and you scratch them. I hope I never. Brad says, I'm surprised you don't. I would just lose them. Yeah, for a while when you first get them, you do lose them. Now, I've had glasses since I've been 12 years old. So I've learned not to lose them because I can't really see far. Like I have a hard time reading this monitor right now because it's only, I could almost not quite touch the screen. I'm about 1.5 feet away from the screen from my arm stretch. So I got to have glasses for driving. Not so much for reading, although I do have reading glasses right there on the computer. I got 2 pair of reading glasses. One's a little stronger. They're not store-bought ones. I had them made, but one was made a couple of years ago when my eyes weren't quite as bad, and one is more recent. Because the store-bought ones I can't get the right adjustment. I can't find that right magnification. I've tried, and they're either too much or too little. So I had them do my eyes, and it's much better for when I'm reading a lot because I got my books. These books. You can't, there's books. I've slept with mine too, Dan. I've fallen asleep many times with my glasses on. I've even stepped into the shower with my glasses on. Have you ever done that? I get into the shower and all of a sudden the water hits my face and I got my glasses on. I go, well, while I'm here, I might as well wash them, right? You're there in the shower, wash your glasses. Many times. It happens all the time. Or when I take my shirt off, I forget my glasses on. Bam, glasses go flying across the room. And that's why I get the durable ones because they would break if they were cheap ones. So I'm glad they don't break. My eyes somehow still get after many years of nonstop. Yeah, you being on the computer, you would think that your eyes you'd be ready for Coke glasses. Very good. Well, whatever it is you're eating, it's probably good because you're getting protein. And what's that protein you need for your eyes? Lutein? I think it's lutein. Pretty sure. Whatever it is, keep eating it. Obviously, it's doing you some good. I clean my guys in the shower pretty often. I'm sure you do. I mean, it's you're cleaning them. Right? What's the big deal? You might as well taking the clothes with you too. Just wear your clothes. Just go in there and soap up. You're actually killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're washing your clothes and washing your body. The hard part though is trying to get your body into the dryer, and that's spinning. Oh, I get so dizzy in the spin cycle. Oh. Street Router Willie's kid, how are you? I don't wear mine. I should, but you just don't. I got your pictures, and they're great, my friend. I sent you back. Hopefully, you got my messages, and I need your permission to be able to put them on my show because I won't run them without your permission. So, if you give me permission, I'll put them on either one of my intros or I'll bring it on this show. Okay, Ashley Ratliff. Hi, Jeff. I'm a moderator for Crisco now. Good for you. Yay. Well, you're always my moderator, too. Always. Better than bad. Who is better than bad? Because that... Nathan, find out what's going on. Goodness gracious. Best thing is... doesn't get a prescription goggles for swimming. I thought about that when I used to scuba dive because they still offer it. You can get goggles that are your prescription. But then after I had the car accident and after I couldn't dive anymore, I decided not to. But that was an option for me because I have to have glasses to see. and I scuba dive a lot. I'd always go by myself because I wasn't going in deep water or anything, but I always would go by myself looking for artifacts in my secret places. Used to come back with a lot too. Sure, doing great, very good. No, Ashley, thank you. So somebody decided to take one of my other channels, but that's okay. I don't use it anymore. I had a channel which is still up there, but I never use it. Better than bad. Um, I'll probably never use it because it was just a whim, a moment in my. No, Ashley, thank you. Doing great, Street Rodder. Went last Christmas shopping. Today, stay away from. Yeah, Walmart was unbelievably crowded. There was, and I haven't seen this in a while since they were doing the shutdown for the pandemic. But the rain, I had to stand out in this line, and it had to have been 50 people deep, maybe a little bit more. And of course, I didn't take my umbrella with me, and then it started to rain. But the place was so full, they were stopping people from going in. And there was the parking lot. I drove around 5, 6 times before I found a spot. That's how full it was. And people just coming out with more crap. More crap. Well, because, all of a sudden now they realize, well, we're going to get a check in the mail soon. Don't count them chickens before they hatch, my friend. I think a pocket veto is going to go on. I think Trump's going to pocket veto that bill. That ain't going to happen. He wants to give people more money, which is fine. People need money. They're hurting. I got no problem with that. But he's going to pocket veto. In other words, he doesn't actually veto it. He puts it in his pocket, figuratively or realistically, I don't know. But he puts it in his pocket, and then it dies after January 3rd. It just dies. And you got to go back. You have to go back and do it again. And he's saying that Paleo Pelosi needs to come back on Monday, which I'm sure Congress is not happy about that, to vote on this thing again. We'll see what happens. I don't know if Crisco is going live. I don't know. He may go on tonight. I don't see why he wouldn't. I don't see why not. Ask him what better than bad. Where you from? And why are you using my slogan? Huh? Better than bad. The end of that sentence is better than bad, but I'm governing myself accordingly. Tell me where that comes from. But nobody knows that. Just went to Dollar General. The line was wrapped around the bill. Yeah, last minute shoppers. Trump said he wants to have us. Yeah, $2K. I agree. $600 is an insult to people because they can't even pay their rent. Now, one thing I don't want to get on is the fact that the free money has to end sooner or later, because this is printed money. It's not real money. And all it's going to do is hurt us all in the end. Yeah, it's nice to get a little check in the mail and you do what you want with it. Yeah, but it can't go on because that's the next step to your socialism. And then from there, we go to communism. It's getting people used to the free handouts, because then they don't want to go to work. They don't want to do anything. And then when they stop the checks finally, then you're going to go, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, if you sign here on the dotted line, we've got this new job at the Gulag, and you're welcome to join us for $1 a day. And that's it. There's no other work available because there is no work. Everything's shut down. It's a plan, folks. This whole thing is a plan. You're being duped. Merry Christmas, everybody. Larry Greenman, we'll see you later. Merry Christmas. If I don't see you for New Year's, but remember, we'll be on Sunday, and we'll be on, hopefully we'll be on later on tonight, but we will be on Sunday as scheduled. Thank you, Larry. Enjoyed having you on. Dan the Mountain Man. I went to Hobby Lobby today. I love that place. I love Hobby Lobby. I love all the things they've gotten there. It's a buffet for the eyes. It really is. And they didn't have what you wanted. Was it because they were out of it, or was it just because they didn't have what you wanted? Because sometimes the stores don't have everything. I gave up after. All I needed was Marie needed rice. Oh, God, the rice thing. Needed rice, and I needed creamer for my coffee. Now, you know her, being she's Asian. She likes rice. And she eats a lot of rice every day. She eats rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we get the 30 or the 50-pound bag of rice. But being New Year's is just around the corner. If you're not married to an Asian, they are very much into superstition and tradition and culture. And the Chinese, you have to have a bowl. I didn't know this till last week. No, day before yesterday. Sorry, I stand corrected. Day before yesterday, there's a bowl of rice under my bed. I'm not kidding. There's a bowl of rice under the bed. And I go, what's that there? She says, that's for health and wealth. I said, you sure it's not for the cat or the mouse or something? Like, just, no, it's health and wealth. I go, rice under the bed? Oh, yeah. And got to have 13 round fruits. Did you know that? For good luck and health and wealth. Everything's health and wealth. 13 round fruits have to be in a bowl on a table. Right now, on the dining room table, it's been set up for over a week now. It's all set up. There's 4 place settings on the dining room table, and we don't eat at that dining room table. And it's all set up for Christmas. But there's a bowl of rice, there's a bowl of sugar, there's a glass of water at each end. I'm trying to think what else there are. I know there's other stuff we got to have, but I can't remember it. I know she's got to have coins. She has to have certain number of coins, and they have to be put under the doormats, and they have to be put where else? Oh, on the east and the west side of the house. I don't know. I was wondering why there's always change on the floor by the door. I go, did I throw that down there? She puts it in a cup. I don't know. Street Rodder says, I went to J.C. Penney today for 2 shirts. Did they even have any left? I went to get more sweatshirts. They're completely out. There wasn't any sweatshirt, anything left. No pants, no shirts, no nothing. Gone. They're sold out. Dan the man says they're sold out. I needed boxes for my Christmas ornaments when I take them off the tree. Yeah. I don't know where the only thing I could suggest is go to the grocery store. And when I used to do this all the time. I don't do it anymore. I don't have room. But when they take out the bananas are in those waxed corrugated boxes with the tops that slide on. Those would be pretty good for your ornaments because they're not too big. They're maybe 18 inches or so by about maybe 12 inches, and they got a sliding top on. And all you'd have to do, I guess, is put a little bubble wrap on the bottom and do the rest. But the banana boxes, they usually give them to you for free. Street Rodder Willie says, was buying online. I did all my buying online. No, I did. All my buying I did online. That's good. That's the first time I've done that. Thank you for telling me that. He was saying I was buying online, then he wanted more for shipping. Yeah, unfortunately, the shipping thing that comes in. Hunt around. You might be able to find it cheaper. I don't know. DGI. Is Trump store still open? Yeah, there's 2 of them. They're both still open. And they're still doing pretty good, too. People are not happy. Better than bad. The Philly steak is good. Love it with mushrooms, too. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Better than bad. Better than bad. Where are you from? Tell me, how did you find our site? I'm waiting. Not that I'm going to get an answer, but that's silliness as always. So I'm happy. I'll show you again real quick for those of you who haven't seen. I'm switching cameras real quick, and you'll see Marie's hoard, her haul. It's coming up there. You'll see it now. Give it a second, and woo, there it is. That's all her gifts. All that you see there, all of that. She hasn't seen those yet. She's only seen, I think, 4. I think only 4. The rest I had hidden. Had them hidden, like I said, in the dungeon. The dungeon is the basement, but it used to be the dungeon, by the way. I used to call it the dungeon. It was so dark and scary down there. Really. It was scary because you go downstairs and then you go through this little, those words, sounds like ice, wind and ice. I'm starting to hear that. It's a little door you got to go through and it goes down. And when we first bought the place, it was just a bulb that you click the little string and When I turned it on, I go, oh my God, what is going on? It was all rocks because the cabin is built into the side of the mountain. So they left these rocks, all big rock. I'm not talking rocks, I'm talking boulders all the way down. And I noticed it went down and there was a little passageway. I want to say, what is that? North, east, southeast of the building. And there was a passageway, and I went down, and it's a cave. There's a cave under my house, and it goes off to the side. From what I could tell, it goes back maybe 50, 75 feet. But when I started to venture into it, I didn't get a good feeling. I got a creepy feeling, and I just didn't like it. And there were all sorts of oozy things, and it's like, whatever it is, I don't really want to know. So I blocked it off when I finished the basement, which I finished the basement a few months ago. I blocked it. I said, whatever is in there is going to stay in there now. I blocked that thing right off. Just laid like the Cask of Amontillado, right? Edgar Allan Poe, where he gets the guy drunk and he bricks him up in the wall. So whatever is back there is bricked up there and is going to stay in there now. The dungeon. And I called it the dungeon all the time. Now it's nice and bright and cheery. I put new floors, new walls in. I waterproofed all the walls. I put LED lights across the whole basement. So when you click the light on, it's like a floodlight, like a stadium. It goes whoosh, and the whole place is lit. And I like that because before it was scary. It was scary. Better than bad. They're not responding, but that must be where the problem is. Okay, fine. Have fun. Must be lonely. Whoever it is, better than bad. Philly steak was good. Yeah, Philly steak was delicious. That lasted, I think, for 4 days. That was good. I enjoyed that so much. Dan, make sure you check out my Philly cheese and steak sandwich. I know you like to cook, and I know you like to play around like that, so that's cool. Check it out. It's really good. Really enjoyable. Oh, my. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other craziness happened. Anything? Still waiting for some gifts that aren't going to show up in time for Christmas. That kind of bothered me because I ordered them a month ago. And they guaranteed me them by the 19th, and it's way past the 19th. Sounds like access for a septic tank. No, definitely not. It was a septic tank is at the other end of the house. I know where that is. I follow all the pipes, and when I bought the place, I checked where everything was. No, it's some sort of cave. That's all I could. It's some sort of cave. It's not quite big enough for me to stand in, but I could crouch. I can crouch and go back. And I guess if I had a reason to go back there, I would go back there. I don't think there's anything there. It didn't. I just didn't like the feeling I got. I'm not claustrophobic. I just didn't like the feeling I got. I hear kids. Must be a car coming up the road. That's weird. Anyway, so I bricked it up. It's bricked up. Whatever is in there. I hope nobody was in there. I hope there was nobody in. I hope not. Well, it's been too long now, so I guess and I don't smell anything weird, so I don't think anybody is in there. Dan says you're going to check it out later on. Okay, thank you very, very much. Are you going to go on? How are you feeling? Everything good? You're getting you back on your groove? Yeah, Rosie was up last night. DJ, she was up last night. Yep. I was outside. I was getting the dishes in, the bird dishes that I feed the birds in, and I heard rustling down, and I go, it doesn't sound like a raccoon. It doesn't sound like Pete. Pete the possum makes it because his belly drags. Pete's belly drags, so when he's walking, it's feet, but a scraping. So I said, it sounds a little bit bigger than that. And when I turn on the floodlights, it lights up the whole place. There she was, Rosie, and she comes up stairs number 1, stairs number 2. So I went around and made sure I picked up the dishes and stuff. She came up to the doors and she sniffed around, looked around, and she did. surprisingly, I don't think she was hungry because she didn't eat the raccoon food because I just finished feeding the raccoons about 10 minutes before, and she didn't even bother the food, but she just kind of nosed around and then she disappeared. Annette from Wisconsin, taking a break from wrapping the dog's present. What'd you get them? And what type of dogs do you have? You never told me you had dogs. I miss having my dog. I often think about getting another dog, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If ever, I'm always one picking up strays. I love strays. I think they're the best. They make the best pets, but I haven't seen a stray up here. Got a white cat that's hanging around here. I love it. Snowball, Snowy, I call her now. Don't know if it's a male or a female. I haven't been able to get close enough to pick up its tail, but she's getting more friendly. I call her she. She's getting more friendly, and I'm feeding her, and she's starting to come closer and closer. So I'm working on that recognition. Voice, food. Okay, they get closer and closer as they get fed. It takes a little bit of time. We'll see. We'll see. So I got the last cat. She was in the woods for 3 years. Then finally just one day started meow, 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 and I meowed back, and she came up running, and she was wrapping around my legs and became my buddy. Only one, she's a black. I love black labs and a hound mix. I love black. I had a black lab. Beautiful. Chicane was its name. Chicane. Pretty name. And she was with me a long time. I think 12 years, because it's a pretty big dog. And I remember she wasn't feeling good. And she wanted to go outside. This is when I lived in Florida. And she walked, I'll never forget this. She walked outside, which is, she had a normal pattern where she walked and went to, but she didn't this time. She went out of the house, and normally she'd make a left and go to the fields where she could play around and do her business. She walked straight out of the house, walked about 200 yards into the middle of the road, and just stood there, and a car came by and ran her over. I'll never forget that. It was like she knew it was time to die because she was not doing well. And I watched. There was nothing I could do because I thought she was smart. She knew about cars. She never ran in the road. She always would stay away. She walked right into that road and stood there, and a car came right over the hill, and it was over. I went out to get her. She was gone. Just like, I go, wow. That's a whole new form of euthanasia there. I can't focus. But good luck with your Annette, with your black lab. What's the lab's name? And a hound mix. That's a good mix. That's a very good mix. Street Rider Willie's kid. You have a Bichon. Spoiled, I bet. We always spoil our animals. Every animal I've ever had, every pet I've had has always been spoiled. More than me. Nobody ever spoils me. And DJO says, I have a great Pyrenees. I'm trying to, what does, Kayla. Oh, that's a nice name, Kayla. Hey, Kayla. Hopefully she hears that. Hey, Kayla, come here. That's a cool name. Not with a Y. It's just K-A-A-L-A. Kayla. Good name. Good name. My last dog was Silky Terrier. Cute dog. Stray. Found him running down the street in the rain. Opened up the door and he jumped right in. Put up posters. Nobody claimed him. And kept him for 13 years. His name was Clancy McDougal. Clancy McDougal. That was his name. Yep. I always pick weird names. Like Chicane. I had a Irish setter and part what do you call the dogs that carry the whiskey on them under their neck. That's all I can't remember the name of the animal, but that was a mix of that, and he was Canine Unit. I don't know why. I just called him Canine Unit. Come here, Canine. And then it became Canine Unit. Then I always pick these weird names for my dog. I have a lot of fun with them. It's just about the top of the hour. I only planned on being here for a few minutes. I thank you all for joining me. Try to remember tonight. I'm going to open up the presents. I want her to open up, and maybe you join. I don't know when. It's kind of a moody thing to see if everything is cool with her. But keep watching. If we go on, you'll know that. Come on and join and wish Marie a Merry Christmas, because her mom, like I said, is sick. She's got COVID. And she was kind of depressed in the dumps all day yesterday and last night. She was kind of, so she could use the boosting up and the rah. Okay, I'd appreciate that. Wish her Merry Christmas and all that stuff. All right. Thanks much. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, the people that are watching right now, please help us out. Subscribe so we get to our goal, and then from there, I just make more magic happen, because things haven't really started yet. I got some more plans. So thank you. Love you guys too. Love all of you. You guys are all great. And Merry Christmas. I hope it's going to snow. If it doesn't, I'm going to get video. I'm going to get live video for you guys of the snow. Or even I have to stand out there in my underwear with the webcam. I will do it. So I'll see you later. Goodbye.